This segment sponsored by Gameday Men's Health. Gameday Men's Health want men to be heard, respected, and supported by a team focused on real results about their health. They offer fast appointments, same-day lab results, and a judgment-free care zone. And joining me today is their owner, Justin Humphries. Hello, Justin.
How are you?
Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Last time I was in your office.
Yep.
Now you're at mine.
Yep. No, it's a good change. So.
Yes. Okay, so start off by just giving us an overview of your facility. I found it very interesting and really love the fact that you wanted to create a space so that men would be more confident and comfortable to talk about the thing that they don't talk about that much, which is their health.
No, and that's why I got into this business. I was in the restaurant business beforehand, and I went to Gameday, and it's just completely different. It's a man cave environment. We got TVs all over the place. Yeah. And that's why I got into Gameday, because I would have created a safe space where guys could talk about ED, testosterone therapy, peptides, weight loss. Those are the things that we're the leaders in. And no, we have guys come in that hang out, get snacks, and no, they just have a great time. Yeah,
and I don't know why it is that, I don't know if it's because of stereotypes or just the way that there's misconceptions, being afraid to talk about health. What do you think are some of the challenges that men go through with seeing a provider about things that they need help with?
It's just never been mainstream, you know. It's guys are always supposed to be the strong, you know, hide their emotions, and that's really the stigma. When you see the commercial about we play on Wane here, it's a stigma ad. Guys are kind of taught to keep everything to themselves and kind of hide their problems, and we really want to open it up because this does need to be talked about. Guys do struggle, and a lot of the times, especially with testosterone therapy and the previous one, it's misdiagnosed as depression. So we got to make this more mainstream and make sure guys are comfortable to talk about their mental health and also their sexual health.
Yeah, absolutely. And so today we're going to dive into peptides a bit because this is a buzzy thing and people are interested, curious. So what are peptides? So
peptides, I get texts from friends, family members. It's honestly a huge craze right now, and that's why I want to come on and talk about them. Full transparency, I am not an MD, so this is not medical advice or anything like that. I just know enough to be dangerous, so, and I just would have come on and address peptides. But simply, they are just amino acids that are chained together. They're naturally occurring in the body, and what you see for weight loss, those are peptides. Insulin by itself is a peptide, so peptides are actually way more common than people think, but they are being synthetically branched together to create different compounds.
Okay, to create different results. And
Correct.
So the craze that's happening, people are gravitating towards it because they're finding results for different things that they're going through?
Absolutely. So there's probably 50 or 60 peptides, but there are 12 to 14 mainstream ones right now that are extremely common, and they can do multiple different things. The big one is obviously weight loss, which you see with the semaglutide and tirzepatide. You see those advertised. Those are the big ones that people are using, but there are some for mental health, recovery. There are so many different peptides, and I do believe it's the future of medicine, but we got to do it safely and effectively, and that's what we do at Gameday Men's Health.
Yeah, because you do offer that service.
Yes.
And what is the difference really between what you offer at your facility and what may be offered online?
And that's exactly why I would have come on, because peptides, I do believe it's the future of medicine, but it has to be used safely and effectively. And at Gameday, that's what we're all about, making sure everything is done safely, effectively. If it's ED, testosterone therapy, weight loss, peptides, we are the leaders. Our CMO is on the FDA helping get a future bill for peptides approved to make sure that they are done safely and effectively. But there's a lot of online retailers that are effectively just selling snake oil and fake peptides, and people can get hurt. There's a lot of different dosing protocols. You can go on YouTube and find someone saying, oh, you can use this peptide this way or this peptide that way, and people can get hurt. And we are the leaders, and it can cause some major health issues if you do not use them safely and effectively. So we just want to make sure that people, if they aren't coming to us because we use government-regulated pharmacies, all our products have to be ordered from FDA-approved pharmacies, and we are inspected by the DEA in COLA and CLIA. So if you aren't ordering from us, just a respective pharmacy, so you know the products that you're getting are safe and effective.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be synthetic, you don't want it to be laced, you don't want it to be lower dosages than you think, so it's not effective and all that kind of stuff.
And that's all the pharmacies that we order from, they have certificates of authenticity, so we know you are getting actual real products. It's not saline, you know. Some of these guys can be brewing stuff in bathtubs and you don't know. So it's like, especially with testosterone. So we know we are getting a real product, and our clinicians, the main difference between us and an online for testosterone therapy or peptides, we design programs specifically designed for the patient. And testosterone therapy, peptide therapies, it's not one size fits all.
Correct, yeah.
And what we're finding a lot of the times, if we prescribe testosterone therapy, pairing it with a peptide can really enhance a person's life. And that's what we're really finding. Pairing a lot of these treatments together, it just makes magic, and it makes their life a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, so the results side of it, can you share a bit about ways that you have seen peptides help people's health?
Just in general, in the clinic, we've saved marriages. With our ED treatments. We've had guys that have had severe depression, and coming in and putting them on testosterone therapy and pairing it with peptides and other services, the smile on their face, like we've had guys come in crying, thanking us for really helping them and, you know, changing their lives, and that's what it's all about.
I love that. That's so great. So people, if they're interested in learning more about your services and coming in, you offer a consultation, or they set up an appointment?
Yep, consultation's absolutely free, so you can come in. We have an in-house lab, so you can get testosterone results in 15 minutes, and then we offer other comprehensive labs to make sure we specifically dial into the service you need. And you can call us at 260-344-4146 or visit Gameday Men's Health, and we'll get you back to where you need to be.
Right, yes. Back game day ready.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Appreciate it.
And if you'd like more information about Gameday Men's Health, we'll have their website listed below. You can just call, make an appointment. Like you said, the consultation is free. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Gameday Men's Health.